So I was reading on Wikipedia, Kuala Lumpur actually means like muddy confluence, like where a muddy river met. And that river was where someone built a few houses and then a few more, and then rubber was discovered, and then obviously the British came, and they lasted until more or less the Second World War. Then the Japanese took over for a little bit, then the British took back over, and then it finally gained independence at the end of the 1950s, and since then it has done really well. If you compare Jakarta to Kuala Lumpur, Jakarta is second fiddle. Kuala Lumpur is definitely the winner. If it was Singapore, Kuala Lumpur and Jakarta, Singapore would be number 1, KL number 2, Jakarta definitely number 3. And we're just about to go out and get a meal in an Irish bar because I've read it sells Guinness, and I love Guinness, and I've not had a Guinness for a long time. What do you think of KL?
Yeah, I like it so far. It's a nice temperature.
So I've come to the Bavarian Beer House near the
Just happened upon it by accident.
Guten Morgen. Do you know what you're getting? Soup.
How are you feeling about what's just been put in front of you?
I cannot believe it's here. Guinness.
Been a long time coming.
That is nice.
Happy?
Happy.
Happy chappy?
Happy. So Selena's from Donegal Island. She should be like, you should just be drinking this for breakfast. Right, see what you think. Hang on. That was a gulp.
Just taking enough to make sure I get a proper taste of it. I think you might need to order now for yourself. I'll just have it.
Give me my Guinness. I was getting palpitations.
Patronus Towers. Was that there?
Where are the Patronus Towers? Where are they? We'll probably see them tomorrow. Good night. We're going to do some sightseeing tomorrow. So it's the next morning, and there's the view. We're going to get some breakfast soon, but let's have a look at the room we've got in the Pullman. They upgraded to this corner room, which is quite nice. What do you think of the room?
Yeah, I like it.
Nice,
It's really
isn't
nice.
it? Breakfast, and then we're going to go exploring. This is the sort of car you get when you stay at the Pullman. And there's the mall pavilion. Skyline, but we can't see Patronus Towers. But we're going to get a coffee. Look at this, just outside the shopping mall. Nice fountain and elephants. And this is what we're going to go and see in a bit, the colonial heart of Kuala Lumpur. So yeah, this shopping mall pavilion is one of the largest in KL, I think, and I've read somewhere it's got like 700 individual stores, and you can see most of them. Not that I want to look at them, but we need to go soon to the colonial heart of KL. So see you there. But before we do any of that, we're going to go see the most iconic of Kuala Lumpur sites, Patronus Towers, which are about 10-minute walk up here somewhere. There they are! Ta-da! Patronus Towers. I've been up them before and it wasn't worth the view, so we're not going to bother going up. Plus you've got a queue and you get a ticket which is only valid for like a certain time of the day. There they are. Patronus Towers. Tick. Managed to get a taxi. Cool off because it's getting too hot, wasn't it? KL. It's too hot. Same as Jakarta. And there's KL Tower, another iconic site of the city. So we've been 10 minutes in the taxi and we've arrived at Merdeka Square. And this was where In 1957, Malaysia gained independence from the British, and the British Union Jack was lowered for the last time and replaced by the Malaysian flag. Yeah, Merdeka Square, the old colonial part. And this magnificent building is the Sultan Abdul Samad building, originally the British Colonial Secretariat's office. Look at the clock tower there. I think now it's the Courts of Law. Cool clock tower.
Buildings?
Yeah. And even though I'm only guessing here, you can imagine back in the day, the British getting their whites on and having a nice game of cricket. I reckon that's what it was used for. Do you like it?
I really like it. Beautiful building.
Nice picture. I tell you what, it is roasting hot. But we're heading to this little cathedral over in the corner of the square, St. Mary's. Do you want to go in? Looks like there's some sort of service going on. Here we are. Do you like it?
It's cute.
So now we're going to say goodbye to Merdeka Square and a quick walk, according to Google Maps, to a little fabulous mosque. See you there. Here we are. Jamek Mosque, back in the olden days. Before we see the mosque, Celine's had enough. Having a rest?
Can we eat some sweets?
We bought some sweets. Are you ready for the sweets?
Like actual real M&Ms, because you can only get like a potato kind in Jakarta. We've got real M&Ms.
Okay, M&M time. Top tip there, if you want M&Ms, come to KL, not Jakarta. Delicious.
That's the real deal.
Alright. Well, verdict. Celine is getting too hot in KL. It is 32 degrees, but the sky is blue. The problem is you can't see the mosque. We're trying to look for it, but trees block every inch of it. This is a nicer river than central Jakarta, but you can hear the mosque. Try to get a good view of the mosque, but you just cannot get to it. You can hear it. Look at the river. There is the mosque, the KL Tower, and just Petronas Towers parking above it. That looks good, but look at these buildings here with the painted design. How good do they look? That's it, our little tour of the colonial heart of Kuala Lumpur. Our next video will be where?
Batu Caves?
Batu Caves. See you then.